no, no, you'll never understand why I wouldn't put on that dress. Oh, you should count yourself lucky that I am so well read. If I had $1 every time that you opened your mouth and something possibly awful came out, well, you'd be very happy, cause then I would be rich. But you'll have to say sorry if you want any of it, because you make me feel small, because you were small. You puff your whole chest up to make it seem taller. I'm not buying it, I'll burn the store down. I'm not buying it, I am renouncing the monetary system. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. You make me feel small, because you were small, because you were small. You pop your whole chest up to make it seem taller. I'm not buying it, oh no, I'll burn the store down. I'm not buying it, I am renouncing the monetary system. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Hello, everybody. It's me, Montaigne. My voice is fucked up because I talked way too loudly at a bar on the weekend and it still hasn't recovered because I don't know how to stop yapping. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. I'm so excited. I've announced my 4th album, which is called It's Hard to Be a Fish. It comes out on June 19. I'm very excited about it because I think it's really good. And there's a new song out today as well. It's called It's All About the Money. That's from the album. And a lot of you are here from watching the video on YouTube. We premiered it and it was really fun. Thank you so much for coming into the chat and chatting and supporting and encouraging. That's very kind of you. But yeah, thank you, Heather. Indeed. I keep the title of greatest yapper. Yeah, Fishbowl Lens. Guys, it's all about the fish here at Montaigne Inc. Yes, the album's called It's Hard to Be a Fish. And the reason, I mean, there's a lot of different reasons. It's so funny because I always, come up with reasons for albums or like reasons to name something its name. It's always way too complicated. And so then when it comes time to actually explain it, it like takes 5 minutes. But basically, it's hard to be a fish is more or less like a metaphor for being a person, right? But I think more specifically, it is a metaphor for being like a queer person or a person who stands out in some way in society.
or who maybe even doesn't belong because, sorry, let me just turn down my mic. It's clipping a lot. Doesn't belong because, this album is largely about my relationship with my parents and how that's always been quite a struggle. And, for various reasons, not just being queer. And the other aspect of that is like, I really like fish as a creature. Like, I'm vegan, I don't eat them. I really like them as a creature. I think they're very beautiful and alien and shiny and sparkly, and I like them. But I think we as human beings have a very hard time empathizing with them because they're not, you can't anthropomorphize a fish because it doesn't look very human, right? And so I think we justify like all the things we think and feel about them in that way. Thank you, If So, Fact So, for the follow. I'm not judging anyone for eating fish in this moment. I think I'm just observing that this is a way that we think about fish. And so this is part of the album aesthetic. And also I was just playing a lot of games that were situated by the seaside or that had the ocean as a third character in a game, right? Like Disco Elysium, Dredge. My partner was playing Dave the Diver. Kingdom Hearts is very like, I don't know, like when you wake up on Destiny Islands and you can just hear the lapping of the waves, or even in Kingdom Hearts 2 when like Roxas also wakes up by like the midnight ocean. It's like that to me is like very important, formative kind of imagery. So that's all gone into this album. Shape of Water vibes, indeed. Hi, McElroy sent me and I've become a giant fan. Oh, Fraggle Roxas, thank you so much. That's really awesome. Really cool that I've got to be part of their work like that. And it has brought me a lot of new listeners, which is really cool. So thank you so much for joining. I feel I feel that I don't feel like I don't belong. I feel that I don't feel like I don't belong. I'm not sure. That's like a riddle. I don't know what that means. It took me embarrassingly long to figure out what the stream Naughty was saying. The stream Naughty was saying. Weasel Queen says, I don't know what that means. Anyway, so I just, my voice is yucky. I don't know if any of you can hear it, but it's not in a great place right now. And I'm coughing a lot lately, which is annoying. So I was thinking that I'm just going to put the song on in the background, like quietly. And then every now and then we can just have a little groove out. But otherwise I will answer any questions people have. There's merch now. There's merch you can pre-order for the album. You can pre-order the vinyl. You can pre-order merch, pre-order the vinyl. If you live in Australia, you can help the album chart on the ARIA charts by pre-ordering with a digital download. So I think they're like $5 extra. But like if you buy vinyl, buy the digital download with it, and then that goes to as like a unit towards the ARIA charts rankings. So that would be great. Someone asked, is on the pre-order merch website, you can't like buy the digital download on its own. Go to iTunes for that. Just buy the album or pre-order the album on iTunes. That's the way you do that. Jessica Walker, me taking notes of you describing the fish theme so I can nerd out to all my friends who have been trying to get to start listening to you, but they're not as cool. Fuck yeah. I mean, maybe I'll do the full PowerPoint presentation. Hold on. Canva. So when I started making this album, or when I started to realize what this album was, I had sort of like made a couple of songs that I liked, but that I was like, what do I do with these? And then after I made the third one, I was like, oh, like this is what it is. I tend to start to put together like Pinterest boards or like try to write about like the themes and stuff like that. And so I did so many of those to to just sort of like start getting it done. I'm going to present one to you. Present. All right, here we go. So this was the first version of the album. It was going to be called Sonic Cataclysm Ripping Through the Face of the Earth Mark II. And because I was watching Akira, like Evangelion, Your Name. I was thinking a lot about these like post-nuclear animes and texts, and the idea of comets and destruction on Earth on a large scale, and nuclear fallout and all that stuff. And I guess sometimes, Super Cthulhu, thank you for gifting a sub to Arctes. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think in my mind, I was like intergenerational family trauma. You know what? And actually, I explained it in the presentation, I think, from memory. So let's have a look. Mark II, because it reminded me of Kingdom Hearts. Because Kingdom Hearts always has just like Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2.5, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, all that stuff. So I was like, Mark II to me is like that. Anyway, the connection of It's Hard to Be a Fish and the quick connection I feel I can connect with, Sam Parku says on YouTube. I'm really looking forward to the album. Hell yeah. Maybe I should say connection a few more times in my next comment, connection. Anyway, the vinyl on its own doesn't count. The vinyl on its own doesn't count. It has to be with a digital download. I don't know why I didn't make the rules, but that's just what I've been told. The stream notification where it says your fourth and first independent album, I was staring at freaking 5 minutes, like fourth and first. Yeah, when I wrote that, I did wonder if people get confused, and evidently they have. So that's on me. Thank you, Super Cthulhu, for pre-ordering the shirt and digital. Which shirt did you pre-order? Being a Montaigne fan. Oh, if so, fact so. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Awesome. Being a Montaigne fan since the Eurovision days is so wild. I'm so glad I've been a fan for 5 years. That's crazy. That is actually crazy that it has been 5 years. That's actually fucking wild. That is actually fucking wild. Is the song out on all services? I can't find it on Amazon Music. It should be. I'm not sure what's the deal there, but it should be. What was the inspiration for the line, "It's all about the money"? A specific moment. The moment asks that. The inspiration is Disco Elysium, actually. Hold on, I'm going to find it for you. I don't know if you guys have played this game, Disco Elysium, but there's a guy. He's an NPC that stands in the lobby and he says nothing except, "It's all about the money, man." And that's literally it. Hold on. Sorry, I'm finding the image on the internet. Let me see if I can get it. It's all about the money, man. I don't know if there is a screenshot of this guy on the internet, because this is such a non-major part of the game. Like, it's literally just a passing. It's just a guy who every time you click on him says, "It's all about the money, man." And that's it. And that's why that's where I got that from. I've been a fan since my dad told me about you in 2014. That's awesome. That's like literally when I started my career. That's wild. Okay, back to the PowerPoint. All right. So hold on. I'm getting messages from my people. Vinyl counts. No, okay. Vinyl counts apparently. People have said my team has said vinyl counts for the ARIA charting, just not clothing merch. So people can order vinyl and still help with chatting with digital download. With chatting? Buying. It's more specifically on the clothing. If they order with download, it will count. Okay, so yeah, vinyl works. But yeah, if you can't buy vinyl because you don't have a player, think about buying it on iTunes, because then that contributes. I first saw you at the Mandurah Crab Fest and have been hooked since. I think that was 2019. And now here we are, watching you hard launch this huge milestone album. That's so awesome. I love it when people tell me they found me at like a festival or a show I did, because that's like, I don't know, that feels really nice. It feels like a nice conversion, you know what I mean? All right, on with the PowerPoint. Here we go. Intro. I actually have not looked at this in a while, and I wonder if there's anything here that is revealing about my personal details. Let me just flick through really quickly. Let me just flick through quickly. No, I think it's fine. This looks closing thoughts. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play it to you. So this was the first iteration of the album themes and concepts. Did any books inspire the album? We're going to get to that. Sonic Cataclysm Ripping Through the Face of the Earth Mark II is about intergenerational family trauma on the backdrop of the climate crisis and apocalypse. My parents are both immigrants with complicated family backgrounds. I've always been a visitor to everything I meant to belong to. I wasn't raised with the traditions and practices of my cultural heritage, and I never truly fit into white Australia. And I never fit into my family, being queer and growing up in the era of the online. And these are some nice photos of me as a kid with my dad and my mom. Very nice photos. I've always had eclectic taste, which might be owed to the fact that I don't feel like I can claim any sound, scene, or culture specifically, but it's likely also the product of growing up with the internet at a time when the internet was still pretty experimental and user-driven. I made this presentation to kind of like in the early days when I'd just gone fully independent. I left my label, left my management to pitch to labels and management, like the album I was making, the kind of stuff I wanted to do. And what are you doing? You're not in camera, no. You're interrupting. What are you doing? Okay. Sorry, guys. That's my partner, Nick. And he is in the nude except for underwear. So he's just standing right outside the door. Anyway. I was using this to pitch to labels and management, and, you know, fucking they didn't care, because that's not what they care about. They care about making money. Just bought the vinyl and t-shirt bundle. Love the hard to be a fish shirt design. Thank you. I'm glad. The shirts were made by Rochelle O, who goes by the Rochelle Fish on Instagram. She's so good. I love her work. She's so good. Nick Kim. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I've always been obsessed with post-apocalypse stories and imagery, and it feels partly due to the nuclear nature of my time with my family. I want to capture the complicated, painful nature of loving my parents, as well as the fear, despair, and hope that comes with living during these times of bushfires, floods, hurricanes, species extinction, precarity. All in all, the grief of it all. I want to capture it with an equal amount of sincerity, humor, irony, seriousness, lightness. I also want to evoke what a technological future living harmoniously with nature might sound like, what could be or could have been. So that last line there, I kind of diverged from that a little bit. I think there are some songs in the album that definitely that I was trying to do that. I probably wrote that line after having made those songs, thinking like, oh, maybe I want to do more of this. I was thinking a lot about Porter Robinson's album Nurture, and that's what that sounds like to me as well. But it sort of ended up being a bit less like that. Influential texts. Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Fantasy 7 and 10, Your Name, Outer Wilds, which is a fantastic video game, Disco Elysium, fantastic video game, Akira, Princess Mononoke, Bum Rush, Cyberpunk, Jet Set Radio, Everything Everywhere All at Once, She-Ra, Adventure Time, Rising by Elizabeth Rush. Sorry, you can't see the image at the bottom there. Let me just like move my camera a little bit. Camera bubble. Here we go. The bubble can go there for now. So these are really great games. Disco Elysium. I don't want to these link to like videos from the game, but they might have spoilers for the game, so I won't click on them. I love Jet Set Radio. I never got to play it, but I did play Bum Rush Cyberpunk, and I sort of did my research on Jet Set Radio, and I love the aesthetic and stuff like that. But yeah, again, we didn't end up going so much with this sort of angle. Yeah. All right. This is a cut of dialogue from Disco Elysium. In the background is a picture from Your Name. True love is possible only in the next world for new people. It's too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. Production. I have a tendency both to pop and experimental music making, and I want to find their middle ground. Key influences include Kate NV's work. She was really good. Maria Uzbek's Emparo. Good album. Kaho Nakamura's Nia, one of my favorite albums. And the guy that plays guitar on my album, who does guitar and talking shit, and also It's All About the Money, played on that album, Shuda Nishita. He's awesome. Cornelius, amazing. Regina Spektor, I sort of grew up with her music, and I'm really informed by like her songwriting and her vocal ability. Love Nia. Isn't it good? Angel the Lemon. Badly Drawn Boys, The Hour of Bewilderbeast. Love that album. That one, yeah, that had a huge influence on me. Sora's Resort. Porter Robinson's Nurture, and Yoko Shimomura's work on Kingdom Hearts. Here are just like album covers. So this is Kate NV's Kata. Point by Cornelius. Nia by Kaho Nakamura. Resort by Sora. This is Empire by Maria Uzbek. This is Ultra Blue by Utada Hikaru. This is Hour of the Bewilderbeast by Belly Draw Boy. This is Nurture by Porter Robinson. Dream collaborators / features. None of these happened on the album, but I guess this is just evergreen. These are people I'd love to work with one day. Masahiro Araki, who worked on Nia. He did like a bunch of the sort of electronic synthy stuff on Nia and other production. Yoko Shimomura, Kate NV Bowen, Regina Spektor, Kaho Nakamura, and Mitsuki. Instead of sounding gritty, dystopian, and terrifying, I want to capture the beauty of the world for future generations. Blue sky and green grass, crystal waters. I'll sample sounds of gardens, birds, the sea, insects, city life. There might be one scary, intense song, not sure yet.
Wow.
Thank you, Dino Turtle, for the 1565. That's very nice. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Pipe up, if that was you. Disco was incredible. I'm in the States, Texas, and I've been unironically called a commie in IRL for say I really enjoyed the game. That's funny. I mean, it was made by communists. It is very communist Marxist in its fabric and soul. So, yeah, it's gonna happen. And I don't shy away from it. I feel like I actually did end up doing this with a bunch of the songs. Maybe Talking Shits has a bit of it. Everybody else has a bit of it. It's All About the Money less so, though I did sort of try to include some stuff in the intro. And then, but it's the other songs. It's actually all the other songs of the album that do this a little bit more. Very Made in the Abyss type vibes is what it makes me think. Made in the Abyss. I don't know what that is. Or is that like a specific text, or is that just like a vibe or an image that you're referencing? I want to make something that sounds very eclectic, that represents the variety of my life and experience. I'll combine samples and MIDI with live recordings. I did do that. I want the record to be exciting live. I'll reference the software of video games as well as the tangible natural world. I did do that as well. Plugins as well as real instruments and players. This will reflect in visuals as well. There's Nick. He's just organizing the luggage, the cargo in our car. There he is. Have I ever read Brave New World? Yes, I have. Nick, have you ever read Brave New World?
No.
Really?
No, I
It's
haven't.
good. It's really good.
That's the one where it's
really
like
short.
classes of people. Is that right?
Well,
Fiction where there's classes of people.
well, it's more like it's like a near distant future where society is run in a very strange pleasure oriented way. Hi Nick, everyone's saying hi Nick. Nick Cam.
Hello. Sounds like a utopia.
Well, it seems like it at the beginning, doesn't it?
Maybe I'll just read the beginning.
Read the book. You should read it. It's really good. It's genuinely a very good book, and it does not take long to read.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, no, I have to say it to you. There he is.
This is so interesting seeing where...
Sorry, people can't.
Oh, hello. This is so interesting seeing where you started and where the album is now.
Yeah, I haven't revisited this stuff in
Yeah.
a while. Yeah.
Yeah, because some stuff is still there, and some stuff kind of fell away as the art revealed itself.
Exactly.
Whoa.
I like that this sometimes will very like have good timing on zooming in on my face. Anyway, so it's like exactly.
Hello, Sam Paku. Hello, Luca. Hello, Owen Martin. Hello.
You got dressed.
Angel. Hello, Callan. Hello, Super Thulu.
Thulu. Super Thulu.
Hello, hello, Heather. I'll do this all day. I actually can't. I have to go to my family's Easter thing in like 10 minutes. But you could keep me here. No, I got to go eat eggs.
Yeah.
You have your very own office cam. Oh, yeah, you can jim the camera.
Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is funny. It is fun. It is funny. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Charles.
Everyone knows your name. I guess-
Sometimes you could actually do a really good version of the Ice King singing the Cheers theme from Adventure Time.
I probably shouldn't, but let's just give it a try. Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. What's the next line again? Getting away from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't it be nice if you could get away where everybody knows your name? Everybody. There we go. Do you guys know Adventure Time? You know Adventure Time and that bit with Ice King and he does the Cheers theme. Anyway, that was what that was meant to be. Thank you, Callan. Thank you much. All right, you gotta go. Yeah, you get it done. I gotta go back to my PowerPoint presentation. Very much relate to the immigrant family, but not immersed in that culture or white Australian culture. Yeah, it's real. It's a real dynamic. Songs definitely not in Amazon Music. Well, I'll get that investigated then. Inefficiency means inefficiency. Thank you, everybody. All right, Ableton. Here we go. Not Ableton. This is okay. So, focus for sounds: bells, mallets, environmental sounds, and the things of life. Bicycles, glasses, dogs barking, crickets chirping, bubbles popping, clinking, ringing, clanging, synths, stringed instruments, glitches, noise, video game sound samples, lots of harmonies and layered vocals, processed and edited vocals, cinematic sound design. I did almost all that. I don't think dogs barking made it in. With an advance. Yeah, so this was like to pitch to labels or something. I would buy some music software. Commissioned some modular synthesis from my friend collaborator Nick Ward. Up and comer, recently did some Proud for Choice Savant. You got to say this stuff. You got to appeal to the labels. Jam and record with the live band I've been playing with for 10 years in Australia. Sit with a great creative guitar player and work on parts / record them. Replace current Vox tracks with high quality studio recording. Currently using my SM58 in untreated environments for demos. Record live strings. I did almost all that stuff. I actually did record live strings in the end. And I did work with a great creative guitar player, and I managed to fund that all independently, which was really cool. Aesthetic. Visual references. Porter Robinson's Nurture album art. We saw that earlier. Porter Robinson's musician music video. That one's really nice. It's really good. It's like a sort of anime. It's like the style's interesting. It's like doesn't look like anime, I don't think, but it's got that vibe. Kingdom Hearts 2. This video by Gorks 2. Takako Minakawa's Plash music video. This is really good, actually. I might show you really quickly. I wonder if I'll get copyright stricken for playing the audio, but I'm going to try anyway. YouTube. Oh, okay. Add existing. YouTube. God. Okay. Yeah, this video is really cool. I don't think I have the aura to make a video like this ultimately. Like I saw this, I was like, man, it would be sick to make music and a video like this, but I don't know that that's my bag ultimately. I think I'm just meant to be an appreciator. Anyway, so that's really good. Back to, how do I go back to full screen? Give me a second. Okay. It is yoinky splinky, isn't it? Who needs a label? Indeed. I discovered that it can be quite affordable to do stuff if you just work with cool people who are willing to be fair or like cut a sort of equitable deal. Like some people, or most people, I think I paid their full rates because I didn't need them for too long. So it was kind of, I could do it. But I gave 5% to almost everyone. I think everyone that ended up playing an instrument on a record. Like I gave them 5% of the publishing royalties for the songs, for one song that they played on. So yeah. Hi, Abby Fraser. Just don't play more than 20 seconds uninterrupted. Oops, a daisy. It was probably a bit longer than 20 seconds. Who is the drummer you worked with? Miles Thomas. He's been my longtime drummer. For 11 or 12 years now. Been working together for ages. He's just like a Sydney guy and he's like one of the best. So yeah, really good. Creatively designed 90s noughties. I guess like all these cute little CDs really took me. Someone did ask about whether or not we were producing CDs, and yeah, that hasn't been on the agenda, but maybe, I don't know, we haven't talked about it. Lord Stingray, who does like this cool like this sort of style of Blender sort of animation stuff. Yeah. Initially, I wanted to sort of like have some stuff in this sort of direction, but ultimately I decided not to. This stuff is really cool though. I'd love to make something, be it like a Montaigne proper album, maybe more of an instrumental gamey music type album with like visuals like this. I think this would be really cool. Pardon. This is cool. Like this little jester guy like that. The puppet master. Yeah, anyway, back to it. This is just like an excerpt from Porter Robinson article interview. Yeah. Oh, so if somebody was to put my album up on their wall in Animal Crossing where they only have 16 pixels to do it, I want them to be able to do it, he adds with a laugh. I wonder if my album cover achieves that. I feel like, yeah, maybe. It might be hard to get some of the facial details, but yeah. Saw you the other day in the Green in Adelaide. Thought you were great. When are you performing next in Adelaide? I'm not sure, actually, about performing next in Adelaide, but once I know, you'll know. Would love a CD if you do ever make some. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Album title should reference the naming conventions of Kingdom Hearts. Look, we didn't end up doing that, but you guys know what my intention is now. Nikki, before you go, could you give me my glass of water? Yeah. It's the one with the mustache face on it, and it's the like looks like a pint. Sure. Thank you. What was that at the door? What was that at the door? Special delivery. Special delivery? Yeah. Oh, your mom? Yes. Anyway. Sorry, just chatting. Personal business. Oh, thank you. I'm on video. Do you want to be on video? Okay. Thank you. Oh, guys. Julie got me some vegan. Thank you. Some vegan Easter treats. That's so nice. That's so nice. Thank you, Julie. I'll see you later. Oh, what's this about? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Nick just. Okay. Anyway, that's really nice. Honeycomb, yum. That's so good. Okay. Well, I'm going to eat the heart right now. Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you. He's like a little cat. It's like a little cat bringing me things, bring me dead birds. All right. Okay. Okay, we got some extra virgin olive oil. I was opening my chocolate. Oh, an umbrella. That's bad luck. Oh no.
That is
Okay.
bad luck.
Okay, he's broken at the umbrella. What's happening? All right. Yum. Okay. The immediate consequences, yeah. Okay. Back to it. Yeah, I guess this was just all the like album notes. I don't generally love to be in front of a camera. Would love to be able to have some illustrated or animated components of my likeness in music videos and art. Mixed media. Blue and green is key colors, the sky and the ground. Shiny, reflective, translucent, shimmery. Natural sunlight as well as studio lighting. Nature growing through human-made structures and objects. And here's just like some reference images. Are we going to have a Montaigne cinematic universe? I guess with like the It's Hard to Be a Fish stuff, there is a bit of a Montaigne cinematic universe happening. Closing thoughts. Okay, and this was like to kind of pitch to labels and stuff. But feels like a very strange time to want to be touring, to want to really try to make my artist career overseas blossom when the world feels like it's in decline. My heart sinks when I read news about the cost of living, about the endangerment and extinction of new species, of extreme weather events wrecking homes and ending lives. This album is an attempt to keep me from becoming nihilistic, even though life gives us all so much reason to despair, to distrust others, in my case, to hate my parents, but I don't want to feel those things. I want to hold hands with my better angels. I want to understand why people and things are the way they are, and I would love to give that to other people, an attempt at closure for those of us living now in a world of eternal possibility as new life springs forth and new eras begin. That's, I think, that remains a good thesis, I guess, closing thought to my album. Yeah, I think that holds. Thank you for your time and attention. That's my abuela, my grandma, and that's my little baby. Well, actually, she's my cousin. She's my cousin? She's my cousin. That's my little baby cousin. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the first presentation that I pitched to labels and stuff like that. And then I'm going to show you. Let's see. There were a few more in between. I'm just looking at this too. I have to delete some personal details from this one, but I can show this one. This will give you insight to like how we organize the photo shoot. This presentation doesn't look quite as nice as the other presentation, but I just had to like cobble this one together for the album stuff. Okay. I remember when I saw you in Adelaide. Are you going now?
So I'm just gonna take some.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, okay, you weren't looking at any of that. That's good. Okay. Here we go. Present. Present. Ableton. You going? Or are you still taking stuff?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out with you. How's your chucky?
My chocolate good. It's nice, very sweet.
Whoa, good crack.
Yeah, there's a big crack and crunch on that. Well, not crunch, but you know. I remember when I saw you in LA when the Women's World Cup was on in Australia, performed in LA after one of the games you performed live. Yeah, it was really cool. That was a nice gig. I remember that too. That was really fun. Thanks for coming. I'm very excited. The vibes are super there. And I deeply connect to what you said at the beginning, mixed race. And like I can't identify or be allowed to either of them. No, it is real. Nicka. Modulation in the same phrase. Wow. Okay.
I wasn't ready.
No. All right, here it is, guys. Shoot vibe. Dreamy, intimate, dramatic, tender, but in a bizarre way. Think Shape of Water, Poor Things.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye-bye. Evocations. I want to evoke both intense personal emotions as well as placid curiosity. Themes of balance between opposing forces. Core emotions are grief, defeat, and acceptance. This is Jess Gleason. She's one of my best friends and she's the photographer. So I got her to be a model sometimes. Album cover front and back, 10 press photos, 2 photos for 2 posters. Schedule. So I removed my home address from this. Time 1 p.m. on location by 2 p.m., 2 to 6 p.m. shoot. So we had 4 hours basically to shoot. Because we were going for like a sunsetty thing, so we need to work within a certain period. Location, Lilyfield, Parramatta, River. I spelled Parramatta wrong. River Bay Run. Yeah, this is just like in the inner west of Sydney. A nice bay run that's quite famous. A lot of people go running around there. It's very beautiful, pretty long. Like I think it's like 7 or 8K all the way around or something like that. But yeah, like the water was just like really nice and glassy. I just got these images mostly off the internet. I think I might have taken this one. Styling. Fish gills made and applied by Mona. This unfortunately fell through. I wanted fish gills on my neck for the photos, but yeah, no. We just couldn't line up with the schedules and stuff. Designer, like the fashion designer, was Jordan Smith. She lent me a bunch of her pieces. She's awesome. She's now like a union communicator, which was really cool. Really cool person. Sorry, I just try to get comfortable. Cody Bolander, thanks for the video and sharing these interesting details about how you work. You're so talented. I'm glad you make music. It's great. Thanks so much. Love from Nebraska in USA. Thank you. That's really kind. Appreciate it. Thanks for dropping in. Sorry, I just want to put this chocolate down. It's a bit sweet. One look for album cover, 1 looks in addition for press photos / safety. So this is what we went for. This is Jordan's stuff, like in the middle on models. And then this is me in my little apartment trying things on. And this is also me in my apartment trying the other thing on. Imagine being a passerby in Parramatta for the shoot. There was someone who recognized me and like stopped and chatted, which was really fun. Looking wet. Wet hair done by Jara, who goes by Aldi Haircuts, cuts hair in Barrackville. Water spritzer to make my face look damp. Yeah, this was sort of the look we go for, is like this wet sort of down look, but without just like, this has like gel and shit in it. Photo inspo. So we got a Poor Things still here. We got Kaho Nakamura. We just got some stuff I found on Pinterest. Yeah, the flag in the back is good. He's got a good set design happening in there. Album shot, profile, portrait, shot to be cropped square over water. So we did end up doing this, but I'm looking the other way, which is cool. Maybe I can get another photo up to contrast and compare. Hold on. Patreon. I'll get I posted the photo to my Patreon and it will look big there. So I'll open that. Let me get it now. How do I go to post? Here we go. Also, you can join my Patreon if you haven't already, for free or for pay. But here we go. So yeah, this is the album cover. And then this was the thing I showed you there. Which is cool. Ended up pretty accurate, I would say. Here we go. Long exposure portrait shot. This one didn't end up happening. I like this shot though of the old lady with the fish. That's cool. I bet your Pinterest is a treasure trove of your brain. My Pinterest is like, it is dense. There's a lot of stuff there. Not all of it particularly well categorized. Some of it well categorized. Maybe I'll go in and show you guys that because it's pretty interesting. I'll have to filter some stuff out there though. Long shot at golden hour, turn to look at camera. We did get some of that. Portrait over shot over horizon, golden hour. I think we got some of that as well. Talking shit, single idea. We wanted to get like a live fish to do this, but it didn't end up panning out. Like we just like couldn't. We just didn't know how to handle it. We didn't have enough assist on set to be able to manage this. A blank slide, color inspo. Yeah, the shots didn't end up quite as like these all have quite a lot of colors in them, where the shots we took have just like a lot of blue in them basically. So, and also, yeah, this is like illustrated. This is like very carefully, finely manipulated. So yeah, didn't have a dedicated fish handler in set. No. Okay, and that's the end of that presentation. It seems. So that's that one. And I think I'll just now show you the most recent one. This one. Let me just again vet it for personal details. This one's pretty similar to the other one I showed you. But it's just a bit more, this is like when I'd made the album and I knew exactly what it was like and the vibe. So it's a bit more accurate. Here we go. It's Hard to Be a Fish, visual Bible that's got a link to the album on Dropbox. The intention of this album is to evoke both intimacy and ultimacy. Much of it was made picturing my younger self in their bedroom my young self in their bedroom listening to music and imagining something better while trying to repress what was. I found comfort in epic emotional narratives such as in Kingdom Hearts 2. It helped me reckon with what I was enduring. Complex family trauma has always felt like an epic struggle to me and a very existential one. So with the visuals, I am trying to evoke great emotionality, vulnerability, but also quiet strength, resistance, and steeliness. I'm generally influenced by Japanese pop culture, their indie music scene, and video games. Properties like Neon Genesis Evangelion, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy VII, Studio Ghibli, director Makoto Shinkai, the brooding nature of these texts combined with a lot of color and hope. Thank you, Kingdom Hearts, for your service, Callan says. Yes. Thank you. Here's just like some shots from a bunch of those things. That's Ponyo, Kira, Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't know what this is from, but it always comes up on my Pinterest. Oh, you know what? It might be from like Dream Drop Distance or something. Sorry, the phlegm's really good. Yeah, I love Makoto Shinkai's work as well. Suzume like destroyed me. Yeah, this is from Suzume. This is Final Fantasy X. That's one of those End of Evangelion or something. I actually haven't seen the sequel movies, any of the movies. I really watched the show. It's the same thing. I think my attachment to these sorts of storytellers comes from the way that they tend to revolve a post-nuclear identity. My family's story begins with the Spanish colonizing the Philippines in the 15th century. Not quite a nuclear bomb, but the long-term consequences have been devastating to families like mine. The tendency to blend cute things with dark things also fascinates me. I think I have come to deal with my own baggage in a similar way, though you might replace cute with funny or lighthearted. This is a shot from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Drink lots of water. Yeah, I know, Joe. I'll drink more water. On this album, fish in the ocean are an analogy for queerness, beauty, ostracism, existentialism, and the unknown. The sea often appears as a character in stories of loneliness, purpose-seeking, and isolation. I've had many moments of great reflection, reckoning alone by the ocean. My parents also find being near the ocean very important and moved from Canberra to Sydney when I was a kid to be close to it. Thematic influences: Everything Everywhere All at Once, Disco Elysium, Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Fantasy 7-10, Poor Thing, Succession, The Bear, Ponyo. Musical influences: Sero, Utada Hikaru, Kahu Nakamura, Cornelius, Montegrosso, Porter Robinson. This isn't in an order. I numbered it, but that was just for the aesthetics, I think. This isn't like the order of influence. Color palette: in tones oceanic, abyssal, ethereal, magical, personal, sad, bright, whimsical, cute, energetic. So blue, purple, green, white, gold, yellow. Yeah. General design influences, nice type and arrangement, nice hand-drawn elements. Album is very inspired by video games as well as underwater creatures, so anything that merges the look of both is great in my books. Album cover yet to undergo final edit. This is single covers unfinalized edited, so we ended up changing a bunch. This is the album cover. This is not that anymore. This actually is now the talking shit cover. It's all about the money. It has a different photo. Everybody else... Was it this photo? I can't remember. And this is swim back. Tips for Rochelle. So this is the illustrator that did my merch designs, and she did a wonderful job. And this is sort of what I sent her, being like, here are my ideas. So literally, I am renounced. It's all about the money. I'm renouncing the monetary system. Little anthropomorphized fish burning a pile of money, smiling. I guess that some fish will never learn that there's an ocean out beyond the glass. That's a lyric from a song that you guys haven't heard yet, but you will hear next month. I'm not hanging around. I'm not going away. There's got to be something better. That's also another song you haven't heard before. Octopus standing at the end of the ocean looking out, pondering. Yeah. Keep going. Bumper sticker. I'm renouncing the monetary system. Very simple text only, maybe some small drawn elements, bold style. So yeah, Rochelle killed that because what we have is, let me go to soundmerch.com. What we now have is all of this beautiful stuff. Let's open it all up. And again, you can pre-order all this stuff now. Here's the vinyl. The back also looks really nice. And the inside, the insert's really good. It's a silver disc. Silver, do you call vinyl a disc? Maybe not. Silver vinyl. It's cool. And then here's the shirt. I'm renouncing the monetary system. And it's a little fish in cute boots and socks, burning a pile of money, which is really nice. And it's got the nice Montaigne banner at the back. And then here's the It's Hard to Be a Fish shirt, which is a little fish getting eaten up by a cat, a very cute cat. It's hard. It's hard to be a fish. It's hard to be a fish. And then here's the bumper sticker, keep going. And yeah, there's just a nice little fish. Some of you might be wondering, why isn't it keep swimming like in Finding Nemo? And that's because I'm referencing one of my own songs, Keep Going, from the album It's Hard to Be a Fish and not Finding Nemo. So yeah. Oh, the track order there is the wrong way around. I don't know. Okay, something's happened here. We have to... what does this say actually? I haven't seen this. Montaigne's first fully independent album, It's Hard to Be a Fish, is a strange, tender epic, a record about family, survival, disconnection, the slow work of becoming whole. It pursues through grief, brushes against empathy, and emerges with something quietly powerful. But like a world inside a world, the album draws on RPGs, Kingdom Hearts, Disco Elysium, and the chaos of everything everywhere all at once. Longtime bandmates, Montaigne's partner, and shooter Nishta helped shape this beautifully personal universe. That's a nice write-up. That is a nice write-up. I will get matched when I get a job. It really is all about the money. Yeah, no stresses. So that's that. And then let me see. I can probably go into the pictures for you. This is something I'm also going to do though for my Patreon subscribers. I'm going to do like a walkthrough video of like a bunch of this stuff to more specifically. So maybe I'll just save that for that. It's hard to be a fish. There are a lot of, as a little treat, I'll show you like an old Montaigne Pinterest board for like a different thing I did. Let's have a look here. Euro. Here we go. This is, I think this is for when I wanted to do Technicolor. Actually, I think this is from when I wanted to do Technicolor. Though we went in a very different direction. I think something like this, or maybe this was Don't Break Me. No, I feel like it was, I actually can't remember. What year is this from? But anyway, this is like a Pinterest board I had going for like Technicolor or Don't Break Me. I don't really remember which one, but it was like a lot of this tool stuff, like see-through shit. Yeah, these are all very different from each other. I don't know. The designer would have been very confused by all of this, I imagine. But yeah, this is cool. I think maybe it might have been Technicolor because I think what ended up happening was more like this, where it was like the sort of like latexy, tight, shiny 90s aesthetic sort of thing. Yeah, like all this stuff is sort of the stuff I was looking at. It's funny. It was such a funny time of aspiration aesthetically. This stuff, like we ended up gluing like all of these little Diamante stickers onto my boots, my like Eurovision Technicolor boots. And yeah, something like this is probably more generally like what I dress in, the more gestury, like clown looking sort of stuff, you know? Yeah, sorry, I just have so much phlegm. Sorry, it's just how it is. Anyway, I do spend a lot of time on Pinterest. For my work, but I think people appreciate it. It's really interesting because like with this album shoot, everything was really in my own hands. Like previously, I was always like, oh, I have management, I have a label, like these people will make some choices for me and like make the right ones. And I always had opinions and stuff like that, but like I was never really like very super hands-on. And then with this one, I was like organizing it. I was like booking people. I was like, I need to know exactly what the like brief needs to be and what I want to achieve. So I was like having to really research all this and like type it all up and put together like the decks for people. And honestly, it was great. And I feel like I've gotten good at it now. And the feedback I've gotten on it is awesome. Like so many people like, you don't know how like unusual this is. Like not many people do this. Like not many artists do this and don't have this like clarity of vision and stuff like that, which it was really nice feedback to get. I was like, okay, cool. I'm doing something good, which is cool. Do you keep any of the wardrobe from vids? I would. I don't always get to. I still have the boots from Eurovision. I still have the, I think, entire Don't Break Me outfit. Maybe not the pants. I think from memory the pants got lost. I don't know how, but the pants got lost. What else do I have? I'm trying to think. No, I think the rest of it was. No, I haven't kept much. Technicolor, even the outfit for Technicolor, I don't know where that is. I think that's been kept like for archives somewhere. Not by like SBS, but just maybe by the person who made and commissioned. Like had a stylist and had a designer, and I think maybe the stylist has the outfit. Hi Dylan, Hi Lovely Music, only discovered it recently. That's so awesome. How'd you discover it? Where and how? Tell me the story. Guys, I think I'm gonna pull up the video again and we're gonna have a little boogie because I'm just gonna give my voice a rest and I'd love to show you the song again because I think it's a good song. Here we go. Hold on. It's all about the money. Is this correct? Here we go.